Well, Peter, another victory tonight, but you did state over in Hungary that ultimately it's just purely a fitness exercise.
Again, it's fitness and getting people, new players bedded into the system of play. I thought we certainly picked it up in the second half. I think that's for all to see. And some good performances even for the young players as well who come onto the pitch. Overall, a really worthwhile exercise against a good Edinburgh City team. They're very, very experienced. Good players. I thought they tired a bit in the second half and we got stronger, and that tells me what I want to see. I want us to get stronger as the game goes on. I want to see our fitness levels getting better. I want to see our sharpness levels getting better, and I thought second half we were better than we were in the first half.
Were you surprised how tight it was in the first 45? Because I thought Edinburgh did a good job of sort of condensing the game in the middle of their own half.
No, they done well. The next man in the middle part with the back three they played, it was almost a back five with three in the middle against their two. But you know, you've got to give credit to, you know, you look at the boy Thompson's played for Hearts at a high level. Josh Walker played with Aberdeen and Middlesbrough. Craig Beattie playing at the back, very good in the air, and a couple of other good players amongst them. I thought they'll be a good side in their league this year. It's one of the ones where you look at it and you think to yourself they'll be there or thereabouts, because they've got a good mix of experienced and some younger good players as well. You know, so that was a tough fixture tonight. The surface was poor compared to ours, and it was a difficult surface to pass the ball in because it was holding up, it was sticking, no water on it. But our players just got on with it, and I was pleased for them.
You mentioned young players there. I thought one of our own, Mark Stowey, was actually really unlucky not to have two, potentially three goals.
He's only a kid. He's 16 years of age or so, you know, and he's got super skills. He just needs to get stronger. But he'll get stronger, and I look at the difference between when Cameron Blues first came in 2 or 3 years ago. He was just a slippy lad, very skinny, but look at him now. He's built up. He's that man. I thought he done tremendously well when he came on as well. You know, so with Mark Kerr and Joe McKee and Tom Tyler, it's not easy for Bluesy, but he'll get an opportunity at some stage because he's a good young player.
2 goals in 2 games for Kevin O'Hara, giving you food for thought?
The only reason Kevin didn't get as much as the other players tonight is because he got the full 90 minutes over in Hungary when others didn't. You know, so you've got to be careful with Kevin. He's a young man as well, but again, looking good, looking very good this season. I'm delighted with him in the pre-season. And scoring goals, and that's the main thing for Kevin. He wants to score goals. He could have scored last night in a bounce game a couple of times and probably should have, but there tonight he was on in hand to score the 3rd goal.
Of course, boding well ahead of the game against Stirling this weekend.
You know, everything is now planned for that game against Stirling. You know, we feel aggrieved the fact that we lost at Stirling Albion last year. Sometimes it's a shock like that gets you ready this time, and don't underestimate. Work harder. I accused the players last year of not working hard enough, and so Stirling Albion working hard and wanting the victory more. Saturday at the Falkirk Stadium, we'll be ready for that, and we'll work hard, very, very hard, and try and win that match.
And just finally, Peter, a lot of the fans have been asking this week, there's been stuff in the national media about Craig Sibbald spending some time with Luton on trial. Is there any update one way or another with that situation?
No, there's nothing we can do. Craig's not our player at this particular time. Craig's a free agent. The only thing he can't do is go and sign for somebody without them paying Falkirk money. I hope it turns out for him. If that's the move that he wants, and that's the team that he wants to go to, and they give him a cracking salary and a cracking contract, I'll be delighted for him. However, there's still an offer on the table for Falkirk. Me personally, and he's probably his teammates as well, would rather he stayed here. But we have to respect Craig's wishes to go and see what's out there for him. But as I say, he's down there. I spoke to him on Friday night. And he was asking some advice, you know, so I'll certainly give Craig Sibbald advice, because he's a guy who over the last 3 years, in my period, and before that as well, who's been a cracking player, who's gave everything for the football club, and we have to respect his wishes to see if he wants to see if he can take that jump. He would like an opportunity to play in England. We have to give him that time to decide if that's the situation and that's the club he wants to go to. Personally, I think he can get better, but they might be the only club that's putting anything on the table, but as yet they have to make sure that Falkirk gets something as well, because we have nurtured him since he was a kid. We'll see how it develops.
Peter, as always, thanks for your time.
Thank you.